Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rockets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Washington State's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Turning it on! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Toledo's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
To throw, it's Gleason. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Rockets. A great catch and run for 6.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Oh, he got loose. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Voorhees. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Washington State will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. He'll keep it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Meredith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Complete on 3rd down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right. Really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat. Maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the...
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Rockets send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll leave it with him. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. That's caught. It's Meredith. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That's caught. It's Ellison. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. first down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if...
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Toledo.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
14, Washington State, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Rockets will send out the punt unit. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The play-action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Gleason. Quick strike complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lang. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Grab near the marker. It's Traina. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rockets.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Washington State, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. It'll be a draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run it from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the ground with the back. Across the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now he's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll go to the air on second and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Ellison. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Crosby. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Bears the pressure, and they get him down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him, and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. Under fire. Gets it out quickly. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Rockets will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better? Please?
Washington State will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They'll leave it with the lone back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The give to the tailback. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rockets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking for space. It's Traina. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Made a defender miss. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Toledo. it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. The inside handoff. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the move. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
You gotta love aggressive offenses. You get 3rd down and short, a lot of defenses thinking run. They got 4th down in their back pocket. This offense is aggressive, takes the shot, makes the big play, goes from their side of the field to now set up 1st and goal.
Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Washington State, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Traynham. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Gleason. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Rockets will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jones. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Holly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Oh, what a cut. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Caught behind the line. It's Voorhees.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Turning it on. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. The Rockets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Rockets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Washington State, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Flips it out on the screen.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Washington State lines up quickly.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Finds a little space. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
By the running back.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Timeout.
Used the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Washington State has it in the red zone. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Ellison. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Bringing the heat. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Toledo. Once he got some room, it was over. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Meredith.
We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Washington State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Lining up to add another.
For the extra point.
Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.